Well, hello everybody. Um, Today is a sad day since today is the day that I need to make this video. This here is basically my stash, or at least it was my stash. And today I've decided that since this stash was destroyed, it might be time to show the story of this stash, because basically it has a pretty good story, and that story is important in my heart, at least, because this stash, or at least the story behind that stash, was one of my first base with other people. So I guess now I should start talking about the story of this stash. So basically this stash right here was actually the third of this story, because right now, let me just find the chords, we'll go at the first. It's actually very near here. Let me see, maybe 5 days ago, 10 days ago, that was actually not grieved. If I have a picture, I'm gonna post a picture now. But yeah, basically this was the first ever stash. That was the start of this whole story. So basically it was the time when I guess we could call it the fake incursion was happening. The incursion that didn't really work out. I was in it. It was, you know, we were trying to make a water cube that was like very fucking big. And I joined that because I was in PZ, and like House Vault and other people were they had eye rolls in that, and basically yeah, I joined that, and that's where I made like a lot of friends. It made me go out of being a hermit, you know. So yeah, during that incursion I made friends with a lot of people like 6WJ and OX. I don't exactly remember all the names, all the numbers after, but it was OX numbers. I'm gonna post it on screen. And yeah, basically one day I was in VC just trying to find base, and I actually came across a group of donkeys, and I actually remember it. They were right here. There was like 3 or 4 donkeys, and I was in the voice call with OX numbers. And we basically, I basically told him the chords, and we started duping a little. You know, we did the little one-way, and we made a little stash. And then I became friend with another person that was called 6WJ. He's still called like that. Well, I said it was. So then I asked OX like if we should give him the chord. I mean, and we gave him the chord, and yeah, he came here, and that's when we all did that. So yeah, like I said, if I have some picture of it like ungriefed, I'm gonna post them there. And then one day we came back at the stash, and we found out that some shulker were stolen, some sign were broken, some uppers was missing, etc, etc. So we just said that this chords was leaked, so we would move on to a next base. So we said goodbye to this, but like I said, we didn't grief it. We just left it as it was, and like 10 days ago it was still in perfect condition. So it's pretty sad to see that literally everything here was griefed, because this was not griefed, the other base there was not griefed. So I guess somebody just base hunted in this region. But yeah, so I'll go to the next location. Alright, and here we are. So then we moved. As you can see, we didn't move far away, and that's what's crazy about this these stash. It's actually 3 stash that was very near one like they were next to each other's, but all of them lived a long life. This one was actually the one that lived that didn't live like that long because we invited a little bit too much people, I would say. So yeah, basically at this time OX kind of stopped playing the game. So it was me and 6WJ, and we made a base. I have a video, so I'm probably gonna play the video now. That base was pretty cool. The video that you're probably seeing right now, that was not actually the base, like the finished result, but I never had the time to actually take a screenshot or even take a video of the final result. So yeah, it was me, 6WJ, and 6WJ actually started talking to this dude that was called Toxic Nay. And he doesn't play anymore. I think he left because his docs was released. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, Toxic Nay joined, and he kept begging to get the cores, and since 6WJ was trusting him, I said like, why not just give him the cores? And even if I had a bad feeling, we let him join, and it turned out to be an error because basically he sold this stash, even though it wasn't even his stash. He didn't do anything, he just came here, took the cords, and then sold it. And yeah, he just sold the stash, and basically Ender Pearl, my friend, and he's also a Twitch streamer. You should go check him out on Twitch. He's pretty good. He does a good stream. So yeah, basically he texts me. I don't know what I was doing, but he just texts me. He says, "Hey man, I think I just found your base." So he sends me a screenshot, and he's telling me how somebody in his chat just like gave him the cords. So at this point I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, I logged on, and I told 6WJ that our base was leaked, and well, me and 6WJ, instead of just watching people grief our stash, we just decided to grief it ourselves. So that's what we did. And then, as you can see, oh, what the hell? So as I was saying, as you can see here, that we had to blow up our own base. There was the lighter in here. Probably got taken by somebody. But yeah, so basically we blew up our own base. You're probably gonna see screenshot of the TNT and stuff now. We had to blow it up, and that's the end result. As you can see, nothing left except this part, I guess. So yeah, then after that we moved again. Yeah, so this was the third one and the final one, because I'm gonna stop doing things around here. So basically the story here is that I actually came here because at the first ever stash, like I said, there was actually 4 donkeys, and just for the fun of it, I took one of the donkeys, just rode them out here, and I actually hid them, took a screenshot, and yeah, I didn't think about it for a while. And then when we actually griefed our own stash, the second one, I went back in my screenshot and I found out that, oh yeah, that's true, I have a donkey here. So I told 6WJ and we came here, and I did a small stash. I started duping. I started unstacking because everybody was talking about how the stack shit and how the illegal plugin was gonna get like upgraded, and it actually did, because now you cannot even have stacked totems or anything in your inventory. So I just made a big ass unstacking station there, and yeah, here was a wall art, a wall for a map art, I guess. We had books, we had oh yeah, wait, I actually lost my books then. Fuck. Yeah, we had books, we had illegal shit, we had ads, we had a lot of stuff here. It was a pretty good base, I guess. And I don't remember inviting that much people here, and 6WJ kind of stopped playing, so I don't think he invited anybody. Recently I invited somebody, and I'm not gonna say names because I don't think it is, but I invited him like a week ago, and now it's griefed, so I don't know. This base stayed alive for a long time, like maybe, I don't know, 5 months? I don't know, but I guess a long time, and now it's griefed, so I don't know what to think about it. It's strange that, you know, it was staying alive for a while, even though it's near to spawn. Like, you can see it, it's pretty near to spawn. Like, even the other one, the first ever that I showed you, like, this was still alive, like I said, like 10 days ago, and not even that much ago. And now both of them are gone. I know that he actually posted a screenshot of the first base, thinking he found a stash. And then I told him, like, bro, it's my stash, what the fuck, what the fuck are you doing? He didn't know, so it's alright. And I don't think he posted cores with the screenshot. But yeah, I guess it just sucks to see it gone. It was a pretty good stash, not gonna lie. And it had a pretty important part of in my heart, because like I said, it was one of my first stash with somebody else, and as you see, we did a little trip, I guess, between stashes, and they all have their little story. And I thought that this one was gonna last a little bit longer, but now that it's gone, it means I can do this video finally to talk about this story. And I mean, it's not a big deal because, you know, it was a spawn stash. It was like gonna go some days anyway. Somebody would stumble upon it and just like decide to grief it. So yeah, I guess that's it. If I have anything else to add, I'll probably add it later in editing. And I'm sorry if sometime it feels like I lose my my words, or I have a little bit of an accent. It's actually because I mean, English is not my main language, and I try to speak it the best I can. I'm pretty sad to see this go, but every good thing has an end, and I hope you guys like this video. It's a little bit of story. It's my first one actually. It's time for me to end this video. So if you liked it, leave a thumbs up. And you know, I have a lot of little bases like that have a little story, so if one of them gets griefed again, I might do a video on it. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and like and subscribe if you did. I don't know, it's my first time doing that, so yeah. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.